My name is Minori. I'm from Okinawa, Japan. Nice to meet you. When I introduce myself like this, 99.9% of Japanese will answer me like this. Wow, are you from Okinawa? I love Okinawa. I went there on my school trip. On the other hand, people from another prefecture will answer me like this. Oh, so you're Japanese. Konnichiwa. Okinawa? Where is it? Is it near Tokyo? Today, I will take you to Okinawa. Here is a map. Which country is this? Yes, exactly. This is Japan. So, where is Okinawa? Who think Okinawa is in this part? Please raise your hand. Oh, only. Okay, how about this part? Oh, good guess, Suji. How about the last part? Oh, okay, I see. But actually, Okinawa is not in this map. So, where? Where is Okinawa? Okinawa is... Ding! This is Okinawa. I came from here. Okinawa is the most southern part of Japan. It consists of 160 large and small islands, but only 48 are inhabited. Okinawa is the only area that entire area belongs to subtropical oceanic climate. So I was born in Okinawa and I have lived for 21 years in Okinawa, but I've never seen snow in here. So last winter in Canada was extremely cold for me. In Okinawa, you can see palm trees, blue sky, and beautiful ocean. This is Okinawa. It's not Hawaii. It's Okinawa. So let's go into the inside of Okinawa. About 600 years ago, Okinawa was an independent kingdom named Ryukyu Kingdom. So it was not part of Japan. We are a different country. At that time, Ryukyu had a strong relationship with China. So our culture is great influenced by Chinese culture. This is Chinese castle. And the Ryukyu Kingdom's castle is this. As you can see, the architecture is very similar to China. This is the World Heritage Shuri Castle. My high school was near Shuri Castle. I went here with my friends to eat lunch or meet a lot of tourists. The World Heritage Shuri Castle was just like my house backyard. It is a sightseeing spot, but it's also one of the best date spots for couples. So it's really connected to our daily lives. This is Okinawan traditional clothes. Could you find anyone from here? They are all good. Everyone is beautiful. Look at her. She is dropped dead gorgeous. It's me. Anyway, the royal family of Ryukyu Kingdom wore these clothes. They are all girls, but actually these bright colors are for women and dark colors are for men. It is common in Okinawa to wear these clothes in the wedding ceremony instead of Japanese clothes kimono. This is Japanese style. They are so beautiful. But Okinawa is this. They look so happy. I want to wear these clothes in my wedding ceremony. But first, I have to find my boyfriend. Have you ever seen this scenery? I think this is familiar for Canadians because this cemetery is in Canada near my house. Today I took this picture. And this is Japanese grave. It is different from Canada. All of family members will go to the same grave. So how about Okinawa? Is it similar as Japan? Okinawa's grave is this. Can you imagine this? How big this is? They are normal people like me. So Okinawan grave is as large as this hole. So why? How come Okinawa's grave is so big? The feature of Okinawan culture is an ancestor worship. So Okinawan people admire their ancestors. And our kinship is very, very strong. So all the relatives will go to the same grave. So that is why our grave is very big. In March or April, all the relatives will go to the grave and have a celebration for ancestors. I really enjoy to go to the grave. It's weird, but I can meet my cousins and my relatives, and I can eat a lot of delicious food. I especially love my grandmother's purple mashed potato. It's awesome. Japanese believe in summertime, our ancestor spirit will come to this world. So they dance to welcome their spirit. This is Japanese style. They dance same floor, and the drums are settled in the same place. On the other hand, this is Okinawan style, named Eisa. They dance with holding drums, and the youth group will go to community to pray their good health and for well-being of families. This is Okinawan style. Compared to Japan, Okinawan Eisa is more big movement. And this is Eisa magic that people who dance Eisa looks really handsome. I really enjoyed it. As I showed you, Ryukyu has our unique culture. But 130 years ago, Japan invaded to Ryukyu Kingdom. So Ryukyu Kingdom was finished and we became one country, Japan. At that time, Okinawan people couldn't speak Japanese. So government tried to assimilate to Japan. They prohibited Okinawan language. My grandmother was born in 1931. She can speak Japanese and Okinawan language. She is bilingual. My mother was born in 1959. She can understand Okinawan language, but she usually doesn't use it. I was born in 1990, and I was really chubby. Now it's better than this. But I can't understand Okinawan language. So if my grandmother speaks in Okinawan language, my mother has to translate for me. Obviously, I can understand English more than Okinawan language. Isn't it weird? These days in Okinawa, people who can speak Okinawan language is less than 50%. And these are of my grandmother's generation. And people who can just listen or just understand just a little bit is my mother's generation. In my generation, like 20s to 30s, we totally couldn't understand Okinawan language. So what if these elderly people passed away? Who will speak Okinawan language? Language is the most biggest part of culture. So Okinawan language disappears, we will lose our culture. So these days, in elementary school students, they start to study Okinawan language. So today, I will teach you Okinawan language. Do you know how to say hello in Japanese? Yes, exactly. Konnichiwa. But in Okinawan language, it's different. For men, it's haisai. Please repeat after me. Haisai.
Haisai.
Yes, great. For women, it's haitai. Yes. From this April, in office worker, we'll try to read in this language to protect our culture. Do you want to try a little bit more difficult one? Yeah. You want to try, right? Okay, I will teach you. Thank you. In Japanese, yes, it is arigato. But in Okinawan language, nipe de bil. Yes, I know it's difficult, but if you use this for Okinawan people, especially elderly people, will really happy. And this is also Okinawan language, kachashi. Can you guess this meaning from this picture?
Music?
Yes, I know. And there, the kachashi is the name of dance. But this meaning is to mix or to stare. This is the dance. It's very simple dance. They stare the sky to get fortune, and they move their legs to get rid of bad feelings. So it doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from, and who you are. Just share our emotions and happiness with each other. So we dance this in festival or after Asa or ending of the wedding ceremony. Just share our happiness. Today I can see a lot of people from another country. I want to make a great memory with you. Please stand up and let's dance together. Show your powerful emotion. So make a fist. And for women is to show your kindness. So just like this. And then the image is to open the door like this. So move your arms to the same place. And this is a point. Point is to bend your wrist. Chin. Yes. And turn it upside down and move to the another side. Just this. Continue this. Yes, good. So let's dance with music. The leg is just set. Like this. Whatever you want. And let's greet each other. For men is high side. Women is high side. Let's greet each other. High side. Thank you for listening today. Young people learn dances. Thank you for sharing with me for your dancing. It was awesome. It will be my best memory in Toronto. No, especially in this school. During preparing my presentation, I talked with my mother on Skype. And I told her that I want to tell about Okinawa, and I want to tell that how much I love Okinawa. But at that time, my mother told me in their generation, when they were young like me, they didn't want to say I'm from Okinawa because of discrimination by Japanese people. I was really shocked because I didn't know the truth. Now I said I'm from Okinawa, a lot of people will say, oh, I love Okinawa. But at that time, their generation, Okinawan people lost their pride. But as time goes by, Okinawan people realized that even if we became a part of Japan, we don't need to assimilate to Japan. We have our own history and we have our own unique culture. We have to protect it and hand it down to next generation. So Okinawan people regain their power and their pride. Okinawan people really love Okinawa. So that is why I always say I'm from Okinawa, Japan. Proud your home and love your home. Mika David, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. I think everybody here can agree that they had a good time with that one. So now we are going to hear from the judges. They're going to give a little bit of feedback. tell the presenter how they felt the presenter did. I have a feeling it'll be very good comments. So, we're going to start with Neil.
Okay, thank you, Minori. Is this thing on? Can you hear me? That was fantastic. And you achieved the goal of presentation, and that is to be, to know your presentation, not to have memorized your presentation. So this is when you can get your message across very easily, like you did. It's like, well, it's like the dance. It's like kachashi. It's simple, but it's profound and it's enjoyable. So you had all through your presentation, you had very nice moments. You had the right amount of laughter. Laughter always opens people up to new information, and it makes it just very enjoyable to take in that information. I love the moment where you change your tone and you say, it's very modern. It's modern and historical, you say. I spoke to my mother on Skype about Okinawan history. It's such a nice point. It's subtle and it's very effective. It was a very strong presentation, and I hope you really enjoyed it because I know you worked so hard on making it flow right. So right up to the last minute, you were sort of making little adjustments, and that also shows like mastery over your information. That you're flexible enough to change during your presentation. I heard some new phrases and new approaches while you were doing it, and that's to be spontaneous in front of an audience. Very difficult to do. So great job.
Not to be redundant, so what he has said covered a lot of the things I was going to say. One of them, it made it sound similar, is like you were very natural. So it's like, as we would say, you're introducing yourself, and you can easily, tell them about yourself, where your favorites and so forth. And you just did it so naturally. It just flowed. It flowed very well. In regards to your delivery, you spoke very clear. Very, very clear, very articulate, and you had a lot of tenacity. So it wasn't monotone. You have the tenacity of raising your voice. You toned it to where you had to, depending upon what topic you were referring to. And as far as delivery, you had a variety of points which I always find to be significant that stood out. Was your humor, your body language, your eye contact was magnificent. And last but not least, you involved the audience, and that's very important. So it doesn't seem like standstill or monotonous. You had the audience, and you had the audience engaged, which is very important. You also was very well supportive with your slides. So it wasn't necessarily just pictures, but the way they actually appeared on the screen. So it wasn't just, but it was the way they appeared. It was very creative. Like one I really love was the map, and you see where you're referring to where they're from, and you had the picture show up where the part of the map instead of pointing to it, because some people are visual, and that helped it a lot. And last but not least, in regards of your introduction, the idea of breaking the ice with the comparison was really good. It was really, really good. So I was very well impressed. Good job.
Thank you.